There's a lot of people out there that you can't trust, but there's a lot of people that you can. So I trust Candace Owens. Candace Owens has basically been exposing Kamala and her lack of her willingness to talk about her family in any meaningful way, because she's just trying to become more black. She's just trying to be more black. She wants to convince everybody she's black. Saturday Night Live, I'm actually surprised that they ran that, Joe.
I agree. To
I
be
really am
honest,
surprised.
that is
Where they're
shocking.
really mocking her for, she talks like a real, district attorney and attorney general, when she's in the Senate, and then she talks like Joe Biden, and she's got collard greens in the bathtub. She's got collard greens in the bathtub, Joe. I mean, it's sickening to think, and they're not really winning that. The only people that are winning that, whether you're dyed-in-the-wool, black, liberal establishment types, and those who just are going to listen to them no matter what, you're more independent-minded black people out there. They understand the pandering that Kamala Harris is all about. So we're going to go all over the place tonight. We're going to keep it moving. We got a lot of clips to show you. We're gonna expose Kamala, in other words, as the fraud, show that, and a whole bunch of other things. So you're really gonna enjoy these shows today. And we're gonna specifically talk about free speech. And it's something that we all need to talk about. Joe, what do you think about Kamala being a fraud?
Well, Joe, I'll be honest with you. I thought Joe Biden wasn't qualified. She clearly isn't. I mean, honest to goodness. I'm not saying Donald Trump is the best. He's not, I'm not going to go there. But what I am going to say is Kamala Harris is so over her head, and her star, if somehow they ballot harvest, we go to sleep and Donald Trump is up, and we get up in the morning and they mysteriously come up with 80,000 votes in Pennsylvania and 50,000 votes in Arizona and 20,000 votes in North Carolina and 16,000 votes in Georgia, and she wins. Her star is going to go up and come down so fast because she had a 28% approval rating as the vice president, and she came in third in her own state, and they did not have a primary to put her in because it was a soft coup to put her in that position. Her star is going to crash in meteoric fashion, where you're going to be like, within 6 months, the whole country is just going to be like, holy crap.
Yep.
Because it's so evident that she is over her head. I see her do sometimes. She hasn't done many interviews, but the few that she does, I could recall the recent one that she did on MSNBC. You could see the terror in her eyes. You could actually see it. And these are like softball questions. That interview, they talked about Burger King, for crying out loud.
Right.
Meanwhile, Americans can't afford Burger King. We can't afford a Happy Meal.
Well, it's also disgusting. And this is a true meme. This is where the memes have it exactly right. You're giving billions of dollars to Zelensky, and you got $750. They did the same thing with Maui, okay? But you got $750 per family for people that are victims of the hurricane. And then when Maui happened last year, they did the same thing. And Biden gets up there and says, wait, we don't have the money. You're giving Zelensky, the little homosexual, that's who you're giving billions of dollars to, and Americans are suffering. Joe, I don't care what happens. If she gets elected, they cheated, because you can't do the things that they do or don't do the things that they don't do and still get elected president. You can't do that. And yet she's going to wind up being president. And again, Barack Obama's fourth term, Joe.
Ultimately, no one's going to believe it. The people, obviously, who drink the Kool-Aid will, they're going to lose 60% of the country. They've already lost 40%. If no one is going to believe, I'm telling you this right now, no one is going to believe that she won. And it's going to usher in a one-party system. Remember, Mexico in the 20th century had a one-party system for 71 years.
Yeah.
They basically structured the elections whereby that will happen there, where it happened there, and it'll happen here.
Yeah.
We'll have a one-party system, and it will accelerate the decline to the destruction of this country, because she's going to give money away again. $25,000 for homes. All that's going to do is add $25,000 to the price of a house. That's it.
Right.
It's just nothing more than a bribe to get your vote. It's going to cause inflation. It's going to devalue the dollar all the more until it becomes the currency that the world does not want, as opposed to the preferred currency. And then we will be in a financial situation like we have never been in before.